might have been that one day where they had that one song for like 20 minutes. Like,
yeah.
It's a song.
And I didn't realize it until like we were almost done with the workout. Like, man, this has been playing the whole time.
Fucking shit was terrible.
Good morning, you guys. This morning we're going to do some restoration, a lot of foam rolling, a lot of stretching. Feel free to send messages or comments. I mean, if you have some specific areas you'd like for us to try to target throughout this session here. Perfect. All right, guys, we'll give it about another minute. We had a good week of training, you guys. You guys were with us all week long. We had a pretty good week of training. And on top of the whole of these live workouts, I actually completed my first full week of virtual training, so that was an interesting experience last week, and it's definitely like an eye-opener. Like, this seems like it's probably going to be the new wave of the future, you know?
People are going to continue to practice social distancing once this is probably over.
Probably, you know? And there's still going to be some people that probably want to come into the gym, which is great, you know? I prefer that myself, too. I want to be around people. But then the ones that can't be here, you know, for whatever reasons, you know, social distancing, or just don't have time to be able to get here and then go home and shower and get to work, well, then maybe we can add those live workouts, those Zoom workouts, along with bodies being here at the same time, you know? So, anyhow, I'm just kind of thinking out loud. All right, guys, so this morning, the goal is to help restore the body. It's going to be low key, so if you're planning on trying to get a workout in, definitely go at 11 if you have the time to stick with us and do some stretching and foam rolling. I like doing these on, well, typically Saturday mornings. I offer free classes every Saturday morning. At 8 a.m. it's usually stretch and foam roll, which is here. At 9 a.m. it's a cardio kickboxing class. And then at 10 a.m. it's normally animal flow this hour. You know, and animal flow is a form of body weight training. So again, on Saturday mornings, those three classes are normally free. They're just open to the public, along with my members obviously as well too. But they're just open. But since all this crap has been happening with the world, you know, I've just had to switch gears and just try to figure out and come up with some different things to do throughout the week for some of these live workouts. So I just wanted to make sure that we did take some time to work on restoring the body. Like, I know we did some on Thursday, but we only did up to about 15, 17 minutes of just foam rolling, okay? Which is better than nothing, don't get me wrong. But I want to try to use this time, because definitely got to be doing this at home, okay? Whether we're on social distancing or not, you know what I'm saying? But definitely want to use this time to really get your guys' feedback. And again, like, if you guys have any questions on, like, how do I target my IT band, or how do I target my groin, or how do I stretch this or stretch that, or how do I foam roll this or foam roll that, like, this is the time to, like, send out those comments. Like, Daryl and I will keep checking these phones and seeing, you know.
You guys are actually asking.
Yeah, so if you guys are asking. And even after the fact, so you guys that are watching this after the live event, you know, somewhere down the road on my Move More Often business page, still send a message, because I'll get an alert, whether it's 6 months down the road, send a message, you know what I mean? And I'll definitely get back to you too. So anyhow, we're going to start with some stretching. Now, some of the stretches today I'm going to be limited on just because of my arm, although it's getting better. I'll be instructing Daryl on some of those. He'll be used as a, I guess, demonstration, and then we'll just go from there. So anyhow, we're going to start with, we're going to actually start on the floor today, okay? So let's have a seat. Oh, man, stuff. All right. Okay, so we're going to start with the hamstring stretch, all right? So I'm going to start with my right leg. I'm going to extend my right leg, and I'm going to bend the knee of my left leg, okay? And I want the bottom of my foot basically either touching my groin of my right leg or just close to that right leg. And we're just going to come down, and if you can, place both hands on each side of your foot. There you go. You feel more of a stretch that way?
Yeah, here.
And that helps exactly. So this stretch, as long as you get your, in this case, your left hand forward, okay, it's going to help you stretch out, for some of you, part of your low back on that side as well too, okay? Just going to hold this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's switch legs.
This hip is way tighter than this.
All right, guys, so let's reach. Remember, try to get your hands on both sides of your leg or both sides of your foot, okay? Whether your hands are on the floor, it doesn't matter. Just make sure your hands on either side of your leg, okay? And you'll feel more of a stretch that way. Follow Daryl's lead, not mine, because I'm only using one arm. Let's hold that for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's switch again. Let's do this one more time on each leg. See how much better it feels the second time around. Okay, remember, a hand on each side of your leg here, you guys, as you make your way forward, okay? Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's switch sides. That side feel better? Second time?
Yeah.
All right, guys.
This side's where it's...
Okay, so hold this stretch, guys. Reach. Remember, a hand on both sides of your leg. And try to reach with both. Try to keep your hands even with one another. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's bring both legs together. And let's come right down. Bring your hands right outside your legs. Okay? For some of you that are really flexible, you probably grab the bottoms of your feet. Okay? For some that aren't as flexible, you might want to bring your hands down towards your knees, or down towards your shin, or down towards your ankle, or down towards your feet. Okay? We're going to hold that for 10, 9. It's another hamstring stretch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's bring your feet together. We're going to get into a butterfly position. Stretch out our groin. Okay, so here, you want to try to use your elbows, like hands on your ankles, and use your elbows to push your knees down, okay, to give you a little stretch in that groin area. Feel that? Okay, let's hold that for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's bring those legs straight out again. Stretch out those hamstrings. All right, let's come straight down. Let's see how this feels the second time around. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet together. Butterfly position. Okay, hands on the ankles. Use your elbows to push your knees down. Okay? Actually, I probably should face you guys. Hands on the ankle. Use this elbow, or use your elbows to push your knees down So you get a stretch in your groin for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, guys, let's lay on our backs. Okay, let's bring your right leg up. And let's bring that right leg across your body. Let's see if you can bring that foot down to the floor. Now with your right arm, extend that right arm and see if you can lay it on the floor or above your head. Okay? Here we're trying to stretch out the lower right lumbar. And with the upper body, we're stretching out part of your obliques, your pecs, and your shoulders here. All right, so bring your leg back up. Switch, left leg up. Keep it straight, cross your body. Good, and with your left arm, bring that all the way back. Okay, try to extend that arm. If you're really flexible like Daryl, you can even touch the floor with your arm. All right, let's switch legs. Right leg up. Try to keep your right leg straight as you cross your body. Ooh. Hold that for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, switch legs. So left leg is across the body, so let's extend your left arm, you guys. Extend the left arm, okay? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Okay, let's bring your knees towards your chest. And let's use both arms to hug your legs, okay? Like really wrap both arms around. And then squeeze. Try to bring your knees up towards your chest and your chin. It's another way to help stretch out your lower back, okay? So draw your belly button to spine and pull your knees up towards your chin for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. I'm gonna do that one more time. Just bring your knees to chest. Hug your legs with both arms. Squeeze and pull your knees up towards your chin. Hold that for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, guys. Let's use our chair or your coffee table or your ottoman. And if you need some padding, we're going to be in a half kneeling position, so we're going to be on the knee. We're going to stretch out our quads here, the front of the legs. We've been working the back side so far. We're going to stretch out the front side. So not only are we going to stretch out the quad, but we're also going to try to get some of the hip flexor as well too. Okay. Okay. Let's see if you guys have any areas of interest. Hey, what's up, you guys? All right. So I'm gonna start with my right foot up on the chair. And that same right leg, I'm gonna have that right knee down on the floor. Okay? My left foot is in front. You wanna try to make sure that this left knee is stacked above your left heel. Okay? From this position, let's get nice and tall. Let's try to avoid the whole slouching and letting the booty stick out. Okay? Let's get tall and tuck the butt in by driving your pelvis forward. Okay? For some of you, once you do that, when you drive that pelvis forward, you should feel the hip flexor opening up a little bit, right? Okay? Now from here, to add to more of that stretch in the hip flexor, your hip flexor wraps around to your glutes. So let's squeeze your glutes. Squeeze as hard as you can. Squeeze your butt cheeks for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We'll switch legs. All right. Right foot forward. Make sure your right knee is stacked above your right ankle. No, your right ankle. Sorry, your right heel. Okay? And even when you're lunging, this is the position of your front leg. Make sure your front knee is stacked above your front heel. Okay, your front foot's heel. All right, whenever you're lunging. Okay, so remember, get nice and tall. Drive your pelvis forward. Squeeze your butt cheeks. Let's hold that for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's switch it up again. All right, remember, let's get nice and tall, you guys. Try to lock out your arms. Place your palms on your knee. Get nice and tall. Pelvis forward. Squeeze those glutes for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, you guys. Let's switch one last time. Starting to get warm now. You guys starting to warm up a little bit? It's a good thing. Means we're getting some blood into these muscles. Okay, let's get nice and tall. Don't stick the booty out. Try to tuck the booty in. Drive your pelvis forward. Shoulders back, chest out. Squeeze your butt cheeks as hard as you can for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, you guys. Okay, let's go ahead and stand up. Let's stretch out our groin next again, all right? So from here, we're gonna split our stance, okay? And actually, let's not get too wide. Let's bring it in a little bit, okay? So kind of like a lateral lunge. You're gonna come down toward one side. You're gonna bend this knee, and the toes of your straight leg, the foot of your straight leg, you want to drive your toes up to the ceiling, or point your toes up to the ceiling here, okay? And of that straight leg, for me, it's my left leg. I feel a little stretch in my groin area. How about you, Daryl? You feel a little stretch there?
Yeah, and in the lower hamstring there.
Lower hamstring. Yep. Okay. It's a good way to stretch out your groin here. Hold this for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's go ahead and stand up. You can shake out your legs if you need. Okay, let's go switch over. I'm going over to my left side here. Toes of my right foot are facing the ceiling. Just hold that for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, shake out those legs. We'll do that again, one more time on each side. I'm gonna go back over to my right. Bend my right knee. Keep the knee of my left leg nice and straight. Point my toes up to the ceiling. Ooh. Hold that for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, shake them out, shake them out. Okay, let's go to the left side. Hold that for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, you guys. Okay, let's keep those legs apart. Just come down the middle. You can split your stance some more if you want or if you need. Let's come straight down. You can cross your arms if you like. If you can do that, if you want to drive your elbows down to the ground, feel free. You can just bring your hands down. If that's as far as you go, feel free. Only just being here is as far as you can go. Like, just find a spot. Let's just try to hold that. Remember, when we stretch, guys, it's not relaxed time when we stretch. We're not relaxing the muscle. You gotta have some tension there to help work on that flexibility and get some more blood flow in there. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, going to stand up, guys. Let's shake out those legs. We're gonna do that again one more time. Let's shake it out. All right, let's split that stance again. I like having my booty in that camera's face. All right. All right, guys, come right down the middle. Ooh-wee. I'm going to hold this for a little longer for selfish reasons. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, guys. Okay. So we're going to do some calf stretches. I'm going to have Daryl demonstrate this calf stretch. You guys are going to be basically in like a plank position, a high plank position. All right. And he's going to put his right foot over his left Achilles, okay, at the back of his ankle. And he's going to drive his hips up, right? And he's going to try to just use this right foot to kind of push down on the heel while he tries to keep his foot flat on the floor. And if you can't flatten out your foot, that's fine, guys. But you should feel a calf stretch here. Then he's going to switch. There you go. Morning, you guys. Good. So let's stand up, shake them out. We'll do that again. I'm going to do my version of a calf stretch. I'm going to stand in a runner's type or lunge type stance. And I'm going to try to get the heel of this back foot to come down onto the floor. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, let's switch legs, you guys. Right, let's hold that for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's roll out our necks, you guys. Okay, so we're gonna make some big circles. Okay, here you just wanna take your time. Chin toward the chest, ear toward the shoulder, back of the head toward the scapulas, ear toward the shoulder, chin to the chest, okay? So try to just really take your time and work on your 5 circles to the right, and then your 5 circles to the left. And take your time, guys. We're just trying to open things up. We're not trying to headbang, we're not trying to go all fast. And after this, guys, if you want to grab whatever restoration tool you want to use for some self-myofascial release, okay? We've got foam rollers, we've got baseballs, we've got golf balls, we've got lacrosse balls. You guys can also use a rolling pin if you have one in the kitchen. You can definitely use a rolling pin. you guys can use, all right? Well, today I want to start with the calf since we ended with the calves for the most part as far as that stretch goes.
I'm
So,
gonna bring with a hamstring or the bench.
okay, let's do the hamstring first, okay? That's where we're supposed to work the hamstring. Okay, so for the hamstring, guys, Daryl's going to go on this chair, and I'll stay on the floor so you can use both methods, all right? So, we'll start with whatever tool you're using. For me, I'm going to go on my... Sit this way. For me, I'm going to go on my right side, okay, my right butt cheek. So I want the roller mostly on my right butt cheek. Still some on my left here, so I have something to sit on, okay? I'm going to straighten out my right leg, and I'm going to slowly roll and just taking my time to eventually make my way down to the back of the knee, okay? And then in between there, I'm also like right here, I'm finding some stuff right here where the insertion, where the bottom of your butt cheek meets your hamstring. Like so from here, I'm just kind of going left and right with it now. I'll fix you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. And take your time, guys. This is like getting a massage. You guys would be pissed if your massage therapist was moving as fast as you're probably moving right now. Okay, so from here, so I found that spot again, okay? So from here, I'm just going, just east and west, just subtly, okay? Just trying to work that knot, you know? So you want to think of like your muscle tissue, guys. Think of your muscle tissue as like a 50-foot garden hose, right? And that water that flows through that hose represents blood flowing through your muscle tissue, right? Now, when you go up to that hose and you kink that hose, that kink represents, or that kink actually, you know, restricts water flow in that hose, right? So that kink represents fascia or knots, you know, the tightness that you have in your muscles, like those speed bumps that you guys are feeling that, you know, when you're rolling out, okay? Those knots restrict adequate blood flow throughout your muscle tissue, right? So not only that, let's think with that 50-foot garden hose, not only is there that one kink, but let's add 10 to 12 more kinks into that 50-foot hose, okay? That hose, eventually over time, not only are we restricting adequate water flow, but it's also shortening up, right? It's not 50 feet long anymore, it's shortening up and tightening up. So you gotta think about that like with your muscle tissue. You can't stretch out kinks, you can't stretch out knots, okay? It makes no sense. What you can do though is what we're doing right here, is doing self-myofascial release. So you can slowly start to, when you put pressure on that knot and that fascia, over time, that knot will start to release, okay? You kind of release that kink, and then now you start to open things up where you can get some more adequate blood flow in your muscle tissue to help you grow when it comes, you know, to exercise. You can work on increasing blood flow to get more of a better pump now because you're opening things up. And then think about it from a recovery standpoint too. If you're doing what you're supposed to do with nutrients, okay, well, blood is what carries nutrients through our muscle tissue for recovery. So if you do a good job of releasing all this fascia, you're increasing adequate blood flow, which means you're getting more nutrients to your muscle tissue, which means you can recover more quickly, more effectively, which means you're also decreasing your chances of injury and things of that nature as well too, right? So there's more to just foam rolling because, you know, we're saying you have to because, you know, that's what all the local gyms are doing these days. Like, no, there's a reason behind this. It helps you, like, prolong your fitness journey, whether you're a professional athlete, or you're just training like an athlete, or you're just getting into exercise, or you work all day at a desk and you're just tightening up. Like, these are issues that can be taken care of if you just put your little time and effort into it. Now, if you're, you know, living really good and, you know, things are fine, you have, you know, disposable income, and you can afford to get a massage, a 2-hour massage every day, or at least 5 days a week, a 2-hour massage 5 days a week, every week. If you can do that, I say go do that because I definitely would. But I'm not living like that. I don't have that kind of disposable income. So I've got to resort to spending a few dollars on restoration tools and me putting the effort and the time into taking care of myself, okay? Which is what most of us have to do too, you know? And there's other ways to do it as well too, without just using your roller or a restoration ball, there's also these massage guns as well too, okay? So there's all different ways to help you take care of yourself. You just got to put the effort in, just like you got to put the effort into setting up your nutrition for the day or for the week. Just like you got to put the effort into running those 3 miles, or just doing whatever cardio you're supposed to be doing. It's the same way you got to put the effort into hitting those weights and doing some body weight training and just working out on a regular basis. Just like you have to put the effort into, you know, waking up and going to work every day. Like, you just got to put in the effort, man. Like, there's no other way to put it, okay? All right, so after the hamstring here, well, did you guys already switch legs?
I switched legs, yeah.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so after the hamstring, he's going to keep working his with the rolling pin. I'm going to show you guys the calf in case you guys went to a different area. Okay, so with the calf, we're going to start at the Achilles, all right? And I'm going to place my right foot over the top of my left foot here, okay? My hands, both hands will be on each side of your hip. You're going to lift up and roll, okay? Like literally lift yourselves up and roll and then have a seat, okay? And I like to go left and right. Then I like to make big circles with my left ankle and foot. I'm going to go 3 times to the left. I'm going to match that by going 3 times to the right. And then I'm going to lift myself up, roll, and have a seat. And you're only going to roll like maybe 1 inch or 1/2 inch, okay? You're not going to move far, okay? And this is just going to take time. You just got to take your time. We're going to go east and west. 3 circles to the left, 3 circles to the right, okay? And these are just the minimums. If you want to take more time on these parts of your calf, like, take your time. I'm just trying to show you, like, how tedious this is going to be, because it's going to be repetitive. You're going to be doing the same stuff over and over and over, right? But that's just what it is. Like, sorry, it's not very exciting, you know, but this is just what it is.
Shouldn't be exciting. It should be exciting once you do this. Say you do have to go run today, or you do want to go work out again today. This will warm you up. Get your workout done. So always take it serious.
100%.
Doesn't matter what, like Coach Mike just said, doesn't matter what you're doing, doesn't matter if you're an athlete, doesn't matter if you're just trying to get into better shape. You have to take recovery and restoration serious, or you will get injured. And it'll stop you from continuously training like you want to if you want to train 5 or 6 or 7 times a week.
You know, and not only will you get injured or potentially get injured, but with all this fascia, you're restricting your own growth too. Like you're holding yourself back. You may be consistently working out. That may not be your issue, but you're just wondering why am I not getting results, and why do I almost feel uncomfortable in my own skin because I just feel so tight and bound up. Well, that's the issue. You're just really tight and bound up. So there's no room for you to grow. Like literally, there's no room for you to grow. You're so tight and bound up. So this will help open you up so that you can again, like, get more blood flow into these muscles so you can grow. You can build more muscle tissue. You can put on more weight if you're looking for that. Oh man, I realized how tight my calves were.
Oh yeah.
So do you guys have any places you want to target? So you guys have those 2 spots now, your hamstrings and your calves, okay? Wow, hey, what's up? Good morning, guys. So just take your time. We'll work these 2 areas for the next 5 minutes, and then we'll show 2 more areas to roll out.
Anybody ask any questions?
off, but.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna keep rolling out my calves, you guys, because I need it. Ugh. So for some of my members that are watching right now, like I posted yesterday on our page, good job on and congratulations on us doing our first full week of virtual training, virtual live training, man. That was a new experience for myself as well as all you guys as well too, you know, from a training standpoint. So that's pretty cool, man. And those of you guys that you know are taking advantage of these live workouts, I'm glad you're doing that, man. I'm glad you're taking advantage of these free workouts. And again, these are always posted for you guys to refer back to on my Move More Often Facebook business page. They're available on that timeline. And I'm trying to figure out how to get these videos onto YouTube as well too, so you guys can use these videos on YouTube. From there, anyhow, so with the virtual training, guys, yeah, good job with that. And last night, I had a 6 o'clock class that I was teaching, and I lost track of time actually in the middle of the day. Bubba and I went to Chambers Bay to go take a walk, which Chambers Bay was. That's closed off too. You can't park in there. You can still walk around there. You have to park on the street now, though. They have the parking lot all blocked off. But yeah, so we were out there, and I lost track of time. So I was like, shoot, well, let's see if I can use my iPhone and do this virtual training outside. And it worked out. Like, man, it's crazy, man. Like, it's for you trainers out there, this is kind of convenient, actually. You know. Anyhow, I'm kind of excited about this. So, you know, don't get me wrong. I prefer to see you guys like face to face. You know, where I can make sure you guys are engaging your muscles. You know, but I guess this is the next best thing because I can still see you guys. So grateful for this technology. All right, guys. So I'll give you guys 2 more areas to roll out these next 2 minutes. Okay, so then that'll be 4 different muscle groups, and even that's kind of a lot for the allocated time frame that we have. But I want to give you guys, like I said, some value and some things to utilize. So practice this stuff. So we're going a little faster than I would typically like. So when you do some of this stuff, guys, you don't have to designate like, you know, like tonight at 6 p.m. and, you know, at 6 p.m. is where I'm going to go do my foam rolling for a whole hour. Like, you don't have to do it that way, man. You can do this stuff while you're watching TV, you know? I mean, a lot of you guys keep talking about we're bored at home and stuff, and, you know.
You can do this at any time.
You can do this at any time, man. Like, I can do the same calf roll with this ball, okay? I personally, you guys, it's gonna sound funny, I like using balls to roll out because they're really versatile. Because not only can I sit on the floor and roll out body parts and roll out my back, I can use the wall too. Like, I can go against the wall and roll out if I don't want to sit on the floor. So I really like using these type of things for restoration, you know. So here in about another minute, I'm going to show you guys 2 upper body spots that you can roll out. We're going to do your pecs, okay, just your chest right here. And then we'll also do your scapula, okay, your rhomboids, more around your rhomboids. And your rhomboids are those muscles between your shoulder blade and your spine. Okay, so you have your spine, you got a shoulder blade and a shoulder blade. In between, or on each side of your spinal column, there's this little pocket of muscle. Those are called your rhomboids. Alright, so for your chest, you guys, if you want to use a mat, I'll show you 2 ways. I'll show you how to do this on the floor first, and I'll also show you how to use the wall. And again, you can use whatever tool you feel comfortable with, all right? So for the chest, I'm gonna place the ball. I'm gonna place the ball right here on the mat, and I'm gonna place my pec. I'm gonna go with my right side. I'll go with my right side. No, I'll go with my left side. Okay? So on the chest, okay? Now if you can, okay, so I'm gonna pretend, let's pretend you guys, Daryl, can you stand up?
I got you. Which one is it?
Whatever side you wanna roll your pec, whatever pec you wanna go with. Right. Okay, so he's gonna go on his right side. So I'm gonna have him extend his right arm, okay? So now with that left arm, you can do whatever you want with it, okay? You can have it out like he has, okay? It's just here to help you like brace, okay? So now, with your chest, you wanna just slowly roll around, okay? Just roll around that area, and if you find something, sit on it, just stay right there, okay? All right, from there, I'm gonna have you make a snow angel. So stay on that knot, and the snow angel, you wanna make sure your arm stays straight. You're just gonna take your time. You're gonna keep your palm on the floor.
Yep.
You're just gonna slowly get your hand to come down towards your hip. Just take your time and make sure you guys are breathing. Don't hold your breath. And when you come down to your hip, then slowly make your way back up above your head. And when you get above your head, like you're flying like Superman, try to extend forward too. Like try to stretch it out. There you go. And do about 5 snow angels, like 5 round trips. Down and back is 1. And take your time. Like go really slowly, you guys. Because it's a good way to help stretch out the chest and open it up. Or open up the pec.
Boy.
So while he's doing that, I'll give you guys a little update on my shoulder. Like I was telling Daryl this morning, this whole week, when I shower, I like to wash my armpits and have my water splashed on my armpit here, Well, I couldn't do that with this arm. So when the water was splashing this way, I'd have to turn my back to it and try to get some water to splash, so I could wash my armpit, So Daryl didn't have to smell me the next day during our workouts, you know what I'm saying? Well, last night, I was able to, for the first time this week, using my right arm to help me elevate my left, I'm able to do this now, so I was able to really wash my armpit like back in, like normal. So I consider that a win. So we're getting better. I can lift that arm, it's just when I try to do it by itself, I can only go that far right now, and it just starts to hurt. So I'm getting better, So during these live workouts, I try to make sure I hold myself here just to make sure I don't use this left arm. Okay? Did you get the other side?
Yeah.
Oh, you go really fast now.
No, I kind of rushed through y'all because
Yeah,
it hurt so bad.
take your time. Do that again. I want you guys to see like how slow you should actually go. So he's a perfect case in point, and he's not alone.
Yeah.
So you guys need to take your damn time. Like there's no rush to this. Okay? I'm gonna show you after he does this side one more time. I'm going to show you guys how to roll out your, actually while he's doing that, I'll show you right now how to roll out your scapulas too, okay? Make sure there's a wall you guys can all see. So you guys can do the same exact rollout that he's doing on the wall as well too. You just face the wall and go to the same scenario. All right. I'm gonna have to move you guys. Okay guys, so for your rhomboids, okay? Back here in this area, right? You guys can't see that. This is an orange ball, right? So
Yes.
Make it bright as possible.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna start off by placing this ball right here in the middle of my shoulder, okay? from here, I'm gonna turn. That ball's gonna roll over my shoulder blade, and right over the shoulder blade, you let it sit in that pocket. Don't go over your spine, okay? So now, you can do a few things. I'm gonna scoot my feet forward slightly so then I can squat down. Ooh, and let that ball kind of roll up toward my traps here. Okay, for you guys on that side, it's up to there now. Okay. Actually, I'll do it over here. Okay. So again, just take your time. Squat down and stand up. And just take your time. And you guys, just because you may not feel like something on your first trip, going up and down, doesn't mean you have to go somewhere else. Like, take your time and breathe. Like, every exhale will help that ball sink a little further into your muscle tissue because you're letting the muscle tissue relax. Okay. Sometimes you don't feel it because you don't realize how tense you are. Sometimes you don't realize how tight you are because you move so fast. So you slow down your movement and slow down your breathing. Like, this is really the time to do that. I know we talk about that during workouts, but it's a little different there. There it's just more about making sure you are recovered enough to make sure every rep you do is a quality rep. Here you really got to take your time because we really need the muscles to relax. Okay, we really got to get your muscles to relax. And as adults, we don't know how to relax.
No.
So this is a good way to help work on that. Use quarantine as a way to work on your restoration. And then, you can manually place the ball on a lower level of your rhomboid so that when you squat down again, it doesn't necessarily come up as high, right? So you can just hit other areas of that rhomboid. You just kind of make your way down. You'll just manually adjust it. So now I'm going to lower it a little bit. So now I'm up toward the, ooh, wow. And just like you saw Daryl doing with his chest with the snow angel, okay? If you guys find a knot, sit on it, and then make a snow angel. Okay, reach all the way up to the ceiling when you get up to there, and then slowly make your way back down. So now for those of you that want to inflict more pain on yourselves, okay? Watch this, guys. So I know we're live. Not only are we practicing social distancing, but we're also wiping down. So since Daryl was on this mat, which is fine, I'm going to wipe this down, then I'm going to reuse this mat. Okay, so for the shoulder, instead of for the rhomboid, instead of starting on your shoulder on the side, which you can, I just like to lay the ball down. Okay? This side. And you kind of, just guesstimate where the ball's at. And just find your rhomboids and just slowly just roll. Ooh. And then here you can definitely make some snow angels. Because now not only do you have the weight of your body on this ball, you've got gravity working on your side as well too. And now we're helping to open up the rhomboid. That way your lacrosse ball or your golf ball or your baseball can help penetrate in that muscle tissue. And you're probably gonna feel some speed bumps, you guys. These are areas for us as humans, this is where a lot of tension is placed. I'm sure you guys know that, okay? So you've got these two areas now, guys, or 4 areas. You got your calves, we've got hamstrings. Now with upper body, we did the pecs, and now we're doing the rhomboids, okay? So you've got 4 areas you guys can work on, all week, if you want, okay? Or add to your arsenal of different areas that you already target, okay? Because that's the thing too, we all, or most of us, we get kind of complacent, and I'm guilty of it as well too, where I'll just roll out the same area all the time because those are my go-tos. You gotta roll everywhere, man. You gotta, just like with workouts, we gotta change things up. Same thing with this, because we can't really neglect things. Because when you neglect it, then that'll become an issue, and then that issue can make an issue for somewhere else on your body as well too. So we got to work that balance. And like I said, I'm guilty of it as well. Oh, wait. So we've got about 8 minutes left in this hour. So I'm just gonna finish rolling out this rhomboid. And I'm gonna check your messages to see if you guys have any areas that you want to target before we cut out this live video. Remember, during the week, these live videos take place at 11 a.m. the workouts, and the equipment needed is very minimal. You can pretty much bank on that we'll use a chair for your workout. We'll use some floor space for your workout. And on occasion, we'll use some wall space for your workout, okay? And from a weight standpoint, you'll see us in here using kettlebells, but if you don't have actual weights, you know what I mean, kettlebells or dumbbells, that's okay. You can still use other items. You can use things like a sack of potatoes, a bag of rice, laundry detergent, liquid bleach, a gallon jug of milk, a sack of oranges. I had a client earlier this week, he used a watermelon, like literally used a watermelon, okay? So there's something that you can utilize at home as your form of a weight, okay? So that's what these free workouts are all about, is to try to give you some different ideas that you can add to your home workouts. Because I know you all are looking at different YouTube videos and buying different programs, which is great because you need that variety. I just want to help get into that mix as well too, and see if I can help with you, with some of your guys' workouts as well too. So now for you, if any of you guys are interested in actually getting trained through that, the virtual training, let me know. That's something different. That's where I'm actually not working. The live workouts we're actually working out in here, but the Zoom is me actually just doing what I do and training my members. So if you want to become a member, let me know. It's 0 enrollment right now. Just trying to do my part, I guess. So anyhow, guys, thanks for coming or tuning in. Like I said, Monday we'll be back at 11, and we'll see you guys then. Have a good weekend.